been looking forward to this for weeks, and then the weather came along, and I thought, oh. And so you are a testament to Minnesota cold. Thank you. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, right? You're not here to hear me talk, so I'm going to just say a couple of quick things. First of all, thank you for coming. It means so much to us, the musicians. You know, without an audience, we're just practicing. If you're looking for the bathrooms, and please, at any time, and you need to go, go. Out this door or out that door and just around to the left. There are marked the signs. We are live streaming and recording the concert, so please check your cell phones or any devices that might beep, bop, or boop, and silence them. Just turn them off and enjoy the evening. Lastly, this is the first in our music and arts series for the year. There isn't anything immediately coming up, but in April we have the Winona State Choirs back with us. In May we have the Minnesota Boy Choir coming down. We've got some summer events planned, and Bach will be back in September. Yes, we're going to resurrect Bach. The Bach Society of Minnesota will be back in September. And there's going to be a series of organ recitals starting in September as well to count down to the renovation of our Hendrickson organs. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Dr. Paulson, who I don't think is going to say anything right now because we're just going to play. I'm going to trade the microphone for my trombone. Thanks for coming. Have a great evening.
Oh yeah, that's Aaron Lohmeyer on alto saxophone from right around the corner, Winona State, and Scott Geary from Minneapolis on guitar. Yes, I would reiterate and say thank you so much for coming out and this incredibly challenging weather. We're all pretty darn tired of it, but spring is right around the corner, I think. Yeah, long ways away it seems like, but yeah, that was a tune that I believe is on our second CD that I wrote. It's called Big River Bossa, obviously, and we're going to continue on and feature Mr. John Sievers from Rochester, Minnesota on trombone on a piece that I wrote during the pandemic, something that we all experienced, I'm sure, unfortunately. It's called Lonely One, John Sievers. Well, we'd like to welcome the lovely and super talented Janette Hanson from La Crosse, Alaska area. She's going to sing a beautiful song, and you're not going to understand any of the words, because there aren't any. It's wordless vocals. Not worthless, wordless vocals. Just I tried to weave her into the ensemble. To add some beautiful sounds, and that's what's happening with it. So don't panic if you can't understand the words. The Cloud Theory medley is weaving together of 3 different songs. I guess I'm not sure you have them in the program or not, but Cloud Theory is actually the first jazz song that I ever wrote, probably about mid 70s, and I had no idea how to do harmony or how chords are supposed to work or anything like that, so I just wrote this crazy little tune, and it's somehow survived. And so that starts out with the Cloud Theory, and then the second piece that's interwoven is some blues, more of a straight ahead minor blues, and then it closes with a song that was inspired by sitting in a restaurant in France with a friend of mine, another saxophone player, coffee shop called Café Le Renoir. So hope you enjoy it. Oh, in terms of the soloists, unless somebody is featured to a great extent, I'm not going to talk about all the soloists because there's a couple of these pieces have 4 or 5 more solos, so you can sort it out in the program. All right, here's the Cloud Theory medley. I hope you enjoy it. So it's time for the world premiere, first time out for this piece. been working on it for quite a while this fall. It's occupied most of my life. I want to say just a couple words about the text. This one has real words, text or lyrics. And so the idea that I had somehow when I was trying to find out a theme for this piece and somehow look for inspiration, somehow I got the notion of a person, most likely a beautiful woman, on near some water, like the Pacific Ocean, and with leaves blowing and the wind gently blowing. And this woman got the notion that she heard this beautiful music, and it was so beautiful that she thought it must be the music of Monet. And it's, well, but Monet didn't write any music. And she continues to pursue this and say, "What I heard the music of Monet, and someone was singing so softly through the trees and everything." But then all of a sudden, she's challenged by this other voice that says, "No, you're wrong. Monet is a painter. We all know that. It's Impressionism, like Debussy." And so there's this back and forth. And so I hope you enjoy this premiere of the music of Monet.
I heard the music of Monet. Someone was singing soft as the wind through the trees, singing so softly, singing softly, just like a warm summer breeze. I heard Monet's music, soft as the wind through the trees. Beautiful music, music. People don't know he paints music. I had a dream, I heard his music. Yes, I heard music. You can't believe what I hear. He has a song just for me. That's wrong, you say. He paints with colors by the bay. There's really no more to say. You must have heard something else. Monet is a painter. He paints colors. Haven't you seen him? They That's how we play Monet, soft as the wind through the trees. Beautiful music, music. People don't know he paints music. I had a dream, I heard his music. Yes, I heard music. You can't believe what I hear. He has a song just for me, and I hear him differently.
So, thank you. That it's not an easy tune to sing. It's not exactly a Gershwin. But we're going to take a short intermission at this point. We've got about 15 minutes, and we have the store set up out there. You know, maybe if you buy enough T-shirts, that'll bring spring earlier. She was just saying we should have beanies or comforters or something. And that's right, we should have winter merch, but budget won't allow that. And please, for gosh sakes, don't go away. We have cookies, water, and some pop, and we would very much like you to sign the email list if you're not on it for it's more like every other month. We won't bother you with a lot of spam, but please sign up if you would like to get the jazz notes. Because I not only have my events on it, but I also try to list the school concerts like Winona State and Cotter's and the Winona Jazz Collective and Gate City, stuff like that. So you don't want to miss out on that. Let's take a break and reconvene. We've got a few more pieces to play for you. Thank you so much for coming through the cold. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed some refreshments and are having a good time. It's good to see everybody who stayed. And I just hope you all have a remote start so you don't have to suffer on the way home. Either that or if you live right across the street or something. We're going to start out this set with some fun on a tune that I wrote, thinking about our family is big boaters, and especially when our son was little. He's now 37. But out on the beach and just playing, having a great time in the water. This is called Water Play, and it features the amazing Jacob Burkhart on flugelhorn. Jacob Burkhardt. Yes, how about that? Bringing Janette back up, and this one too has words, but it also has some scat singing in it for her. The original version of this, I think, is on our first, the John Paulson Big Band Project record. I think that was recorded live at the Arts Center. A couple of those on that record are. But then I started getting interested in implementing voice. So I came up, I had to kind of reorchestrate the original, but I tried to keep the same vibe. When I was on sabbatical, I got to go, it was early 90s, I got to go to New York several times, and I always timed it to hear the Mingus Band, Charles Mingus Big Band, and it was one of the loosest, freest bands that I had heard, and especially to sit in a funky club and hear them, it was fantastic. So this tune, A Pad Downtown, tries to capture that with multiple soloists and things. And the title is kind of notion to playing tribute to the great jazz players that we base our music on, and they still have a place in our hearts and a pad downtown.
Just a little pad in New York City, something's always going on. Ben and Coleman Duke and Billy Strayhorn laying down the vibe that still hangs on. In the nighttime they're here, all the cats who lay it down tonight. Just another night in Kansas City, Basie's band is all in town. Bert and Lester Young and Billy Basie, masters of the swing, we all play now. It's the right time to play all the best you've got to give tonight. Oh, set it up, lay it down, make it happen, burning hot, make it cool from now on. Set it up, lay it down, make it happen, burning hot, make it cool, your doo-doo-wee. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ya, don't they? Sa-ba-ba-ya, da-do-ba-da-da-da-da.
Janette Hanson. All right, she rocked it. Well, before we come to the end of our program, I want to, of course, thank everybody at Central Lutheran Church, the staff, and especially one in particular who helped pull this off, Eric Hoikeshoven. I said, do you think it's crazy, to put the big band in here? And he said, no, not completely. Because I've been to the wonderful, my wife and I got married right here 43 years ago. So, yeah, next month. So we're members, and I've been to a lot of the wonderful music productions that he and previous music ministers have brought in, and it's great, the vitality that music brings, and the peace, and hopefully the healing, because we're all hurting, especially Minnesotans, and so I think I can speak for everybody in the band that we all hope that the music brings some peace to your hearts and some joy, because that's what music is all about, right? Yeah. And I certainly want to, their names are in the program, but a lot of these people traveled long ways, and we had almost pretty close to a 3-hour rehearsal this afternoon, and no one, as in terms of a full band, has ever played the music of Monet, so I want to give them their due reward too. Dave Townsend from Minneapolis, and baritone saxophone. Ray Gretzky next to him from right around the corner. Rich Rohrbaugh, an alto saxophone from Rochester. Aaron Lohmeyer from Winona. Tom Nally, another Winona State person on trombone. And Eric. John Sievers is from Rochester, Minnesota. Dustin Moberg from La Crescent. Okay, yeah. Scott Geary from Minneapolis on guitar. And Jacob Burkhart, flugelhorn. Mike Snewstead from down by La Crosse. And Tim Davis, second gig with us on lead trumpet. Yeah. John Mundy on the trumpet from up by Wabasha. Drandy McGuire from not too far away, Rolling Stone. Troy Birdsong from La Crosse area. Larry Price on piano. And I wouldn't book a gig without Dr. Rich McDonald on drums. Yeah, he's, yeah. So, thank you all for coming. We're going to close, kind of feature the percussion guys in the back. And reminder about the surveys. I'm getting subtle hints to make sure we don't forget the surveys. And also, I want to give thanks to Brett Hoos, Ed, and Linda up there running the computer, and Robert. Where's he? He's around. He's up there too, but hopefully I'm sure since it's in-house and it works so well, I'm optimistic that the live stream and the recording will all be good. The surveys, it's an important part of our activities, and the support from CMAC, Southeastern Minnesota Arts Council, as well as the Minnesota State Arts Board have kept this band alive and kept us out there to play once or twice a year. And we've been able to do some fundraisers, some educational residencies, and we look forward to doing more of that. And in order to do that, we have to collect the data on your reactions to the program. So You can either fill out the insert survey and leave it with us, or you can go online. There's a QR code, right? And Eric helped us put this all together. So you can do it either live or online, and please give us the feedback, and that'll help us. Anything else I'm forgetting? Yeah, there's a link to the survey on my website, right on the lead page. And this tune, I'm going to close with some more blues, blues for South Carolina. And thank you once again for coming. All right, thank you for that warm response. I think it got 5 degrees warmer in here. It was so warm. You're awesome. So we'll do this, another blues. This one's written for and dedicated to a couple that was really close with so many people in the arts community, in particular Winona. Maria Faust and Ted Holland were close friends of mine. Maria looked like she could have been my wife's sister, and we hung out a lot, and we miss them both. And I'm sure there's many people here that remember them in their hearts. So this is blues for Maria.